Hello and welcome. You are at the right place to birth your dreams. This is Tiffany Jo Baker, helping you navigate the road and relationships well while trying to conceive. Hello, friends, and welcome to Thriving Thursday. I'm Tiffany Jo Baker, your couples, life, and fertility support coach and 3-time surrogate. And today we get to talk about surrogacy, one of my favorite things to talk about. And favorite things that I've done in my entire life is to be a surrogate and carry 5 kids. It was 2 sets of twins and a single precious baby girl for 3 families dealing with infertility and on the path to parenthood. So whether you are intended parents considering using a surrogate, or whether you're a surrogate and you're considering a set of intended parents, today I want to share the top 5 things that I think you need to look for when choosing a surrogate. And it starts with the medical history and lifestyle. I think it's very important that you take into consideration, which I know you are, their medical history, especially their pregnancy history, their birth history, taking a look at their lifestyle. So how does their lifestyle line up with how the lifestyle of somebody that you want to carry your children? So that's really important to look for the medical history and the lifestyle of the surrogate that you're considering to carry your children. And of course, that's going to be listed on the surrogate application. The second thing to look for is that they are looking for the same relationship type. So I've already done a video about the 5 tips for navigating the surrogate and intended parent relationship. But it's important that when you're looking to match with the surrogate, that you're looking for a surrogate that wants the same type of relationship while on the journey. So some examples could be, if you prefer it to be more of a business type relationship, where it's just reporting back and forth and sharing of information. That's more of the you work for me business type of relationship. Another type of relationship that you could choose to have would be more of a friendship or a family member type relationship, where you actually get close and talk about things, share feelings, share ideas, share things, and share the journey with each other through it as like a friendship or a family member would. And the third type of relationship type would be a teammate, where y'all are in this together and you're working together to reach your common goal, and that's babies for you. So the second thing that you want to look for is making sure that the surrogate has and desires the same type of relationship that you do. The third thing to look for would be support system. You want to make sure that your surrogate has an amazing support system, because just as you know, the path to parenthood, IVF, getting pregnant has its ups and downs, right? You want to make sure that your surrogate has a supportive spouse, or if it's a single mom, supportive family or friends around, because most likely your surrogate has children still at home with them. So you want to make sure that, heaven forbid, that they be placed on bed rest, that they have a support system that can help take care of them, the kids, meals, their home. So you want to make sure that they are set up for success through the journey as well, that they're not in it alone, that their support system is supportive of them being a surrogate, and that through the ups and downs that they have people that they can go to and that will help them throughout their journey as well. So you have the medical stuff and lifestyle. You have the same relationship type, that you both desire the same type, and then you have the support system. The fourth thing to look for when considering choosing a surrogate would be their communication style and how really you gel. So you want to be matched with somebody that you connect with, that you gel with. And that really will depend on relationship type too. But somebody that is open with communication, communicates well, communicates in a way that works for you. So whether that's by email or whether that's text, in person, video phone, whatever that might be, you want to make sure that it's a good communication style. They're able to communicate with you, feel like they're not holding back, that y'all can go back and forth and make decisions and communicate together, and that would be a smooth process, that there's not any red flags or anything that is keeping you from saying, I just don't know if that would work well with that person. So you want to make sure that you gel with and you can communicate well with your potential surrogate. So that was number 4. And the 5th one is possibly the most important. You want to make sure that you are matched with a surrogate that has similar core values and lifestyle. And what do I mean by that? I mean, what matters most to you, that it's something that matters most to them. So an example of that would be faith. You want to probably make sure that you're matched with somebody of similar faith, because that's also could potentially play out in their lifestyle. So alcohol, that could play out in what they do for fun. That could play out in what you believe about selective reduction on the process. What if your surrogate gets pregnant with 2 babies, or if she's implanted with 1 and it splits? Or what if you do some testing and find out that there's some kind of abnormalities or something like that? So you want to make sure that you and your surrogate are on the same page when it comes to core values, what matters most, to lifestyle, and to things like selective reduction through the process. So just as some extra little tips on things to look for somebody who's organized. You want to know that there's somebody who can keep up with the IVF calendar, right? The shots, the medications. You don't want somebody who's super unorganized, who can't make it somewhere on time. You want somebody who's going to be organized and would do the process like you would do the process. You want somebody who is flexible, because we know the roller coaster ride, things change, right? And even your feelings about the journey and about what your expectations are and what your desires might change. So look for somebody who's flexible, who's organized. Maybe location means something to you. Maybe you want to be able to drive to all the appointments. You want somebody who's local or within driving distance that you can go to the appointments with. Maybe education matters to you. So check out on their application their education experience and how far they've gone with their education, or what kind of jobs they've had or have. I also think it's important to look for people who are logical. With the ride, and plus being on extra hormones, it can be very hard for somebody who's already very emotionally driven. So sometimes it helps to have surrogates who are more logical through the process, that they can take the ups and downs logically and can move forward with a happy heart and just with peace, knowing logically that they're doing all that they can and trusting the process along the way. And the last thing is also a tip that I said for navigating the relationship, but you really want to be with somebody who exhibits the golden rule, that they treat people the way they would want to be treated. I think that's so important for people who are kind, who are considerate, who are thoughtful, and will take your thoughts and your considerations and your desires and consider those along the path as well. Well, I hope those 5 tips help for choosing a surrogate. Looking at the medical history in their lifestyle, looking at the type of relationship that they want, looking at the way they can communicate, looking at their support system, and looking at their core values and what matters most to them. Well, this is Tiffany Jo Baker, your couples life and fertility support coach, helping you thrive through infertility and birth your dreams. Well, there you have it. It's another episode of learning how to thrive through infertility. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment below so we can connect, and hit the bell so you can be notified of future episodes to help you thrive through infertility, birth your dreams, and navigate the road and relationships well while trying to conceive.